So here's how you can unlock 5 cap breakers within just a week or a little bit less like I did based on how much you end up playing. So the first thing that you're going to be able to see is that you're going to get 1 cap breaker within the season. Now, something to keep in mind here. If you don't unlock 1 cap breaker, you're not going to see your cap breaker screen for your player. So what I went ahead and did is that I got the season pass and I did the level skips to be able to get the cap breaker. So because I didn't want to spend the money on my build without knowing the cap breaker tweaks, because cap breakers have completely changed. So if you didn't know, this is what you want to take a look at here, is that the cap breakers, you can see that for 1 cap breaker, you can get +7. That is super important because saving 7 attributes inside the builder can be the difference between you getting more attributes in another spot. But that's going to be your first one. And you're going to see here that I have 3 cap breakers already unlocked, and I'll show you the other 2. I can't get them yet because there's a 2-day waiting period, and that's going to be inside of a crew. So you want to make sure you join a crew because there's 2 cap breakers you can unlock right away within a week. The first one is at level 8, and then the second one is at level 15. Now, there is a 7-day waiting period when you join a crew for you to be able to unlock certain rewards like the cap breakers. So you'll see here that we have to wait 2 days before we get these 2 cap breakers. Now, we only have 19 out of 50 members. And when we got the first cap breaker, we only had 10. And then when we got to 15, this is where we've kind of been at. So you don't need a full crew to be able to unlock. You just need players that are going to play the game and be active. So that's already going to be 3 cap breakers right there. Then if you come here to the rep rewards, you're going to see here that at rookie 5, you're also going to unlock a cap breaker. So you'll see that there. And again, getting to rookie 5 is not that much of a challenge, especially with all the 2 times rep that is available. And if you're playing with your crew, because if you see here, if you play with your crew, you're going to go ahead and get 10% rep bonus, right? You're also going to go ahead and get 5%. So it starts to add up because as you go on and on and on, you'll see you get 25% rep. So the more that you play with your crew, the more rep you get, the easier it is for you to unlock those cap breakers. So that is 4. Now, the other one that I want to show you here is one that you can 100% do, and that is completing 100 lifetime challenges. That's going to go ahead and give you a cap breaker at 100, and that's going to give you your 5 cap breakers there. Now, let me show you some of the challenges that I went ahead and did so you understand the ones that you should focus on, because this is by far an easy way to be able to get a cap breaker. So the first thing is go ahead and tackle all of the Learn 2K challenges. They're super easy to do and don't take a lot of time. Okay, that's going to be the first thing. The next thing is you want to come to where it says general, okay? And you want to go ahead and take care of all the stuff in general as much as you possibly can. Then you're going to see here that for my player, this is also super important. You're going to see that you're going to get some just by playing the game, getting yourself to certain overall, but there's some at the bottom that you'll see here that you can start to apply, like claim an animation from the jump, create a jump shot. So there's a lot of little ones you can go ahead and add. Doing the track challenges is going to be great for you to be able to go ahead and unlock this. And you can see here, I don't have them all done. You just do the basic things that you need to do and you'll get them. Some of the stuff at the Gatorade facility, right? And then looking at some of the daily challenges, you can then start coming in here. Some crew rewards. Again, this is why it's super important to be a part of a crew. And then you'll see here that you have stuff for my court. You need to complete this. This is super easy to be able to do. And if you're looking for a crew and you're an active player, you play Pro-Am or you're a back end, a lock, or a center, go ahead and join the Discord. We're always looking for members for the crew and to run competitive games. So you also have Street Kings. This is probably by far another easy one to be able to complete. So you can just see here, doing some park, doing some triple threat, doing some rec games, playing theater, going to starting 5. Like you can see here that accumulating 100 doesn't take long. And then the next one is at 200. But here's a secret cap breaker you can get potentially within a week, depending on how much you grind. So you'll be able to accumulate 6. And that's going to be by doing your build specialization. So you're going to see here that in less than a week, I'm already on goal 4. And with a little bit of time going to Street Kings or going to My Career or just simming out of games, I'll be able to go ahead and complete this, and you'll see that goal 6 gives you a cap breaker. Now, again, this may take a little bit more than a week to be able to grind, but you can potentially get 6 cap breakers for your build that can change the way that you make it. But if you've gone ahead and already made your build, I encourage you to go ahead and watch this video right here where I talk about the 10 things you must do after making your build. Click that video right there. I'll see you in the next one.